So part of the fun for me is it's tough to kind of encapsulate everything because reading off all the different things we're involved with can take a monologue. But the fun is it's all focused on good. And so when I look back in my life and everything that we're doing with the Lipscomb Pitts Breakfast Club, there's a whole piece of this that, yes, giving back is the right thing to do, but when you start laying strategy in, it actually makes a huge difference for getting you where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. And so that's a part of what we're going to share today is some of the trends in corporate philanthropy that are going on so you kind of understand the backstory and perspective. But then we're going to get into some of the strategy that you can use so that when you are giving back, yes, it's the right thing to do, but it will actually get you ahead in your business and in your personal life as well. And for you as a business leader, for you as a sales rep, for you as a human, you get to basically show up, show love, and we do it during a business day. So we usually do it 3:30 to 5 on a Tuesday or a Friday. So there's a valid business reason to be there because you're obviously there networking with CEOs and executives. But the beautiful thing is that it's a win-win. It's a win-win for everybody. The kids say it's the best day of their lives. The city, we win because all of a sudden we're sharing love. But you as a business person win as well because you're literally rolling up sleeves right next to people like the HR director for AutoZone, the CEO who you saw in there of Smith & Nephew, the CEO of companies like Master IT, our executives, Johnny Pitts. I mean, all these people, even the mayors come out. And it's like, that's the beautiful thing about what we're trying to do and what you can do using a lot of these strategies is basically it's like a cake. You can't separate the icing from the cake from all the different layers. It just tastes really good. And when you package it all together, you can make a huge difference by doing just a little bit more than what you're already doing by adding a layer of purpose. Now we're a privately funded catalyst. We have 76 partner companies, some of the world's largest companies, FedEx, AutoZone, Smith & Nephew, Baptist, all the way down to Napa Cafe, Germantown Day Spa. So small, medium, and large companies underwriting the cost. Last year we did 192 events. So it's a lot. So well over 150 events a year, all focused on enriching and impacting our community. So for you to be able to open that door to get to know someone like Fred Smith, you've got to be about the community because that's what he cares about the most. When you look at outside of his family, outside of the success of FedEx, if you were to ask what are the things that are near and dear to his heart, he's going to open up with things that are about Memphis, about the Mid-South, about our nation. It's all based on the community. Because any business leader, if you ask them, what's important outside of your business and your family, they're going to kick off with things that they're involved with in the community. Because they realize the more the community does well, the more that they do well. Because all of a sudden now, your talent increases for workforce development, your economic vibrancy increases, but also too, discretionary income increases. So when you look at it, the rising tide lifts all ships. By being able to focus intently on our community, we all win. And even in sales, this is extremely important to understand is what's going on in corporate philanthropy, what's going on in cause marketing, how does all this matter to you? Because once you understand this, then all of a sudden the power's in your hand. One of the biggest things for companies is understanding that it used to be about writing a financial check, giving. Well, now our expectation as consumers is that you're engaged, physically engaged. So you're making the time for your employees to actually get out, get involved, roll their sleeves up, and make a difference together. I've got to see your employees physically involved out there. Everything I buy, though, even the shampoo that I buy, it benefits St. Jude. The stuff that I wear benefits organizations that are helping in Africa. So when I look at the decisions that I make on where I purchase my goods and services, if there's not purpose aligned, I'm going to choose somebody else. Tom Shadyac, the best-selling director, producer of company or movies like Bruce Almighty, and Ace Ventura, Liar, Liar, he said it the best. He goes, Starbucks will become our bucks, Walmart will become our mart. Because if you're not giving back and making a difference, another company is, and by natural gravitation, by the heartstring pull, consumers are going to go to them and not you, and you're going to be out of business soon. And so when you look at how do you build trust, the easiest place to build trust is community engagement. So most people think trust is dependability, showing up on time, doing the bare minimum, doing what's required. I look at trust as, and especially in sales, are you the person that people turn to when something goes wrong? When they need something fixed immediately, are you that person? Because if you are, success will find you massively fast if it hasn't already. If you don't have purpose as a company and you don't have purpose as an individual, then you're going to be in trouble. But the beauty is, it's really easy to find your purpose. It's easy to find your passion. And you can weave it all together and it will massively get you ahead. If you take nothing else away from this whole day than this, then I'll be happy. So I don't care how much money you have, money does not solve a single problem physically. Put a dollar bill on the table, can't walk, can't talk, can't shake anybody's hand. Money does not physically solve a single problem. People do. So that's the truth number one. The second truth is that people provide opportunities for people. So I don't care what company you work for, somebody at that organization gave you a chance. They believed in you. So when you look at it, people solve problems, people provide opportunities for people. And the third part of that is that giving back will get you ahead once you start realizing that, okay, people solve problems, so I got to be engaged. If we're going to move our city forward, I've got to be engaged. But also, two, the more I'm engaged, the more people I meet. The more friendly I am, the more outgoing I am, the more my attitude is positive, the more I lift others up, which is like a magnet and draws people in, the more opportunities I'm going to have in my life, professionally and personally. And I think that's the beauty of where all this intersects, is once you realize, okay, writing a check to an organization, that's good, but that's not going to really help me grow. Once I get involved and I start meeting people, all of a sudden that's where the magic happens.